We've spoken about a lot of the principles on how to build the capacity, Dr. Balu, but I know that this is a program that has been envisioned for the whole of the country. But tell us about the genesis of Mission Karmayogi and how does it sort of relate to the conversation we've had on state capacity?
I think Mission Karmayogi has got a history of its own. And because this capacity building commission reports to the Honorable Prime Minister, and when we first met him to take our mandate from him, he was describing how he had conceived this as a Chief Minister of Gujarat. And he used to do this regularly. And where he understood that state capacity could be built, and it could be built to deliver on what is necessary for the citizens. And then I think COVID really precipitated it, and it told him that we have to do it faster than later. Mission Karmayogi delivers on 5 mandates. Tomorrow, if he has to measure whether we are delivering, we'll be measured against these 5 cardinal outcomes. First, he said, are we enhancing performance of the state? The capacity of the state should reflect as enhancement of performance to citizens. Second, he said, anything Mission Karmayogi does should enhance to ensure accountability of the state and the state apparatus to the citizens. So ensuring accountability is one. Third is delivering on citizen-centric governance. So we have our mandate clear. Everything should be citizen-centric. So fourth, he said, can we use technology to make things better? And I'll give a simple example. Look at passport delivery today. Right? All of us have experienced this. Yes, there, Samaaj, Sarkar, Bazaar actually come together. People don't know. Citizen applies.
Of course.
He uploads the documents. That is the Samaaj part. The Bazaar is the TCS, which is operating and managing this. And there's also a government passport officer, the assistant passport officer sitting in the same thing and signing off immediately. And next day it gets delivered to you. Right? So this is no country in the world delivers its passports to any country you can name to its citizens in a day or two. And the last is getting our civil servants to be future ready. And so we'll be mapped and measured against whether we made it citizen-centric, whether we enable technology, whether it's future ready, whether accountability is increasing or performance is increasing. So this entire construct is built around state capacity, and Mission Karmayogi is not just training commission. I keep telling people, we are a capacity building commission, which means we look at how do you define public work. Today, we have capacity building plans. Every ministry, all the 93 ministries of Government of India, there's a capacity building plan, and for the plan, what learning products they'll need. And all that is already uploaded onto Karmayogi Bharat, which is a separate Section 8 company, which owns all the digital assets.
One of the challenges I often see is that even in the government today, individual heroes are often celebrated. Do you sort of see that shift from a individual heroism to a collective structure which ensures that anybody who comes into the system can actually play a role?
I'm actually happy you're asking this question because it sort of validates what we're doing. So we didn't start with competencies first. We said every civil servant in a generic level has got a role to perform. So we say all of us have to take a pledge, the role that we're playing as an Indian, and more so as a civil servant, because that's where we have the convening power to build capacity for. First Sankalp is Vikas. So we went back and defined what does Vikas mean in the Indian context. If you don't define this, it's not just taxonomy, but it's a deeper philosophical intent. Second Sankalp everybody must take is Garv, pride. Today, there's a subconscious appreciation of being an Indian. So we are proud in our own ways. We are proud holding an Indian passport. Third, we say India never had the context of rights alone. Indian governance systems, traditionally, civilizationally, was kartavya, the responsibility. You spoke about the private sector. Private sector, you're embedded with a lot of privileges you're given, but you can't demand it as a right. Privileges are hygiene factors given to you to perform your responsibilities, right? Every Indian citizen has an obligation to perform. The famous Mahabharata story, where you sacrifice yourself for the family for the village for the kingdom. We say we all should look at what can I give back to the country. So we tell our civil servants, look at the kartavyas. I'm not saying rights are not important, but we focus on the kartavya. The fourth pledge you take is ekta, one nation. No, it don't divide yourself. It's a federal country, agreed, but there's an administrative federalism, but there's an emotional oneness you have to have as India. So you want separate. Today's world of politics fragmentizes it, but we are saying in civil services, we can't separate out. We are all going to be one interconnected whole. For this to be delivered, we say you have to have 4 qualities. So we spent a lot of time thinking this through. We said, what are the 4 qualities? The gunas, 4 gunas we say. First is ability to understand yourself, self-awareness, swadhyay.
Swadhyay.
Then is what we say the missing piece. That's why I started this answer. Is we realize in government, this heroism is also driven by the sense of I can solve problems.
Yes.
Now we say, we don't say the work at the center is not I can do it. It's about the work needs to get done. Poverty needs to be fought versus I will be seen to be fighting poverty. The third we say, that's where efficiency comes in. How efficient is the state? How effective is the state? What are the processes that can be, what are the repeatable tasks that can be removed and put into technology basis, which can, but it needs a human presence. We call it Rajya Karma. All the understanding the process. How do you write a cabinet note properly? Or a repetitive task which can, LLM can throw up for me. The last we say my Swadharma, is to serve citizens. So we say to enable you to have these 4 gunas, what are the competencies you need? That is determined by the role. These gunas are for everybody, the sankalps are for everybody, but the role, the context determines the competencies you require. So there for us, collaboration is extremely important. And part of the cabinet mandate for Mission Karmayogi is desiloizing government. Because we know that government considers itself efficient only when it's siloized. But when you desiloize and say that we all have to work together. So we have large-scale programs today which enables this.
Got it.